roll here. Charles up, we'll go 3, 2, 1, go.
Finish my sentence, I'm off. Tell me to calm down. It's so serious.
So 3, 2, 1, start laying. Good luck to all you guys. Hey, we just want to do a shout out to all our national sponsors. We got Ford Trucks, Kubota, the Quick Rig Companies,
Oh, okay.
IQ Power Tools, Velvet Brick, Stabila. Got him here.
Okay, we are live in Salt Lake City. Looking at 2021's regional competitors. Look at this guy here. He's acting like he's already worked up a sweat. Must be warmer out here than I thought it was. Or he competed in the apprentice competition. Okay, we're looking at Pierce Masonry. So we got a second Trent. I was just double checking. We got Trent Davies. We got Trent Pierce. Not working by each other. Apparently Trent Davies gets yelled at by Trent Pierce enough during the week that he decided to pick a stall not right next to him. This is Trent's first time in our competition. He's looking good. He's ready. Looks like today the timing is right, so we're excited. Right here we got Wasatch Masonry. Or JH Masonry. JH Masonry, yep. Yeah, everyone's just getting going. You can see the tenders over there separating the brick, finding the angle that each mason wants. Each journeyman mason wants his brick lined up differently. Everything they do is to help move them a little bit faster than the guy beside them. So it's exciting to watch different techniques these guys all pull out in order to get a few more brick in the wall. So we're just getting going here. Everyone's just getting everything lined up, working on their leads. Now is when we see the guys that build the taller leads, planning to just be able to blast through those versus guys that like to build the shorter leads and then double back on it. But the angle with that is that they don't have to worry about plumb as much as they go smaller leads. So we'll see which one practices which technique as we get moving a little bit farther in the event. So you just get to make sure everything's plumb. The key is every little problem compounds as you move, so we want to make sure everything's lined up and ready to go, because as they work their way up the wall. Tell them, say, hey Greg, how come I had to be super close and only get the hands last time and now I gotta back up? You're telling me, you're like my wife, I'm getting mixed signals, dude.
Okay, I'll okay, I'll tell him. All right. Yep. He said be close, but otherwise it's blocking.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hopefully this is. So like right here?
He said be close.
Yeah, we're watching all these guys get everything moving, getting everything lined up. Down. Watch, come over here. Down, look, one up. Thank you. Okay, looks like we learned a little trick to help this technology tool make this a little clearer. Get a better angle on these walls. Give me a second, we'll get everything rolling and we're live. We got guys kicking up dust. Oh, okay. And we've got Tuttles just getting going. These guys are well versed. They understand what we need, what deductions count, what deductions not to worry as much about. Spend time on all of them, but some are quite a bit more important based on the count that they deduct. So we're back on these guys too. Just watching everybody get going. It's Trent Pierce. We're glad to have him back this year. If anyone always gives Tuttles a run for their money, it's Pierce. These are quality masons. Fast masons, but quality. These guys do this all year long. The technique and the wrist motion that these experienced mason contractors do as they move through this, it looks a lot easier than it actually is. So that's how a professional works, huh? Yes, I need that clipboard. Like 2 of them I don't. Okay, let's get a different angle on this. So this is Sam. We're looking at Sam Barlow. He's IMS Masonry. They came out in numbers today to support this event. Really proud of IMS for noticing and I guess realizing the need for support in this industry event and making sure they pulled out all the stops to give us manpower and everything else that we needed to make this a success. So thanks again to IMS Masonry on that. These guys knocked it out of the park this year for us. Yeah, this is Sam Barlow, like we said, with IMS. It's his first time in our competition. He's a journeyman mason for IMS out in Wyoming. So he's got Max Rodier is his tender. Let's go down and take a look at Max. See what he's doing to help Sam get prepared. Sam's on his 3rd course in the lead. So he's just tempering the mud, make sure everything's ready for Sam, make sure his bricks all lined up, angles he wants and where he wants it. We'll just stay out of Max's way. He's gonna start throwing stuff at me. Yeah. See, Sam's got a 5 course lead built. You can see him from this side of the wall. I know they look a little far away, but it's to give you guys some distance perspective, I guess, as to how many brick these guys are gonna put in this wall. See for Trent Pierce right here. You can see he's got a 7 course lead, so he's working on that far side, and then what he'll do is just fly through the middle. It's not just about the speed out here, it's the quality and recognizing what it is that we deduct for to consider it a sellable wall. So in order for these guys to win the highest brick count, but they've got to have the least deductions after the judging as far as the brick count. So these guys know what they're doing, they know what we're looking for, so they keep the quality there and build us a sellable wall. They're gonna meet us in Vegas in a few months.
No.
Okay, so we've got Scott Tuttle this year. Scott's our mace, our journeyman, with his brother Brian as the tender. Brian competed last year, so this is a company with some high quality masons with speed. Runs in their family is what we think. We can't figure out what's in the water in Clearfield, but something's up there. Making these guys take the 1st place trophy pretty often down here. But Scott was quick to tell me when we were warming up that he's looking for someone. I'm sorry, that's how. He's looking. Okay. He is looking for a contender to challenge him. So he's got Trent, he's got a few other guys. We've got AK guys out here that like to give him a run for his money a lot of times. And so we've got guys, Scott says he likes to have a target on his back, makes him move a little faster, makes him feel like he's at home, you know? And then we've got Brian back here. He's getting everything ready for him to the tender. I'm assuming that there's some little quirks with Scott likes that Brian wants different when he's laying the bricks, so these guys got to coordinate and talk to each other as they go. But they're off to a great start. Every year these guys put us in awe at how many brick they get in this wall in this short amount of time. Oh man, I'm sorry. Okay, let's step back here. We'll take a look at Pierce Masonry again. Got Trent Davies looking good. He's finishing up his leads. Getting ready to start filling in. We're 10 minutes into the competition. So in 10 minutes, these guys have already got this much work done. So that's why you see me holding the camera and watching them do this. Okay, right here we have David Noriega with JH Masonry. He's been out here before, but it's his first time actually contending in this race. Doing a great job, off to a great start. He'd fool you if you knew it was his first time out here. Doing great. His tender's Irving Vasquez. Sorry about that. Irving's out there. It's his first time seeing him too. With these guys are running back and forth and putting in the effort and giving the energy. Dude, you believe they're here every other time. So we'll see what these guys got. Give them a run for the money. You having fun? Good job, man. Yeah, you can see I got one more team over here to look at as we walk over. Give you a glance back at these 6 teams. You know, this is a tough event to put on this time of year with our economy, with manpower being down and things like that. So when the guys come out here to support, it really means a lot to us and our industry, because they're willing to take the time off at the job sites that they are being asked to get on and make up schedule conflicts and things that are out of their control to begin with. So they're already feeling that from their customers and who they work for, and they're still willing to make sure and realize how important this event is for our industry and stop and do what's right. All right, here we have Jose Cruz. This is Wasatch. Wasatch gives us a team most years. I haven't seen Jose yet. This is his first time out here. He came out here to take a look and see what he had going on last night. But I think he woke up this morning ready to go, so he's looking good. It's almost like work, huh? Looking good, man. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, we'll keep moving. Let's take a look at Alex over here. The one major change up we have this year is that Alex is helping Trent Davies with Pierce, where Alex is always Trent Pierce's tender. So Alex has been helping out quite a few teams today, just being short-handed. So he's definitely putting in the time and burning the calories right now. So this is Trent Davies with Pierce, looking good, true to the Pierce name. And we have Trent right up here. He's kicking ass. Looked like he started about 2 hours early. He's so fast. So the motion that Trent's doing right now, fast and fluid, has got everything set up, doesn't even hardly look. That's the difference between someone coming in first and just placing this event. Gavin. When I was down too far, and it just went silence. Like, honestly, I didn't think that all I did was do the sound of that time. Barely. How about we did that? And it just freaked out. See? There it is. Thank you. Thank you. This was bad in Denver, so I appreciate the help, dude. Move on down to Sam Barlow. Let's see how he's doing. This is Sam's first time in our competition, even though most people wouldn't figure that if they guessed. So I'm dragging stuff behind me. Sam's got himself quite the following going on over here. Out in the crowd, cheering him on. These IMS guys roll with kind of heavy, which is good turnout. Okay, at this rate, Sam's looking at close to 550 at this. If I did the math quick in my head, 550 brick count before deductions. The rate he's moving right now, so he's got to keep it moving, kick it in gear. But he's definitely
15 minutes
looking
into
good.
the competition. 15 minutes, 45 to go.
Come over here and take a look at Trent's wall. There we go. See, now those are the kinds of techniques where you start seeing guys separate from guys who are just out here to have fun and attempt it, and guys who are gonna be major contenders. So Trent is fast. Quality work right there. Let's see. Yeah, you can see Brian inspecting the brick, making sure his partner, his brother's not getting any shiners. Trying to help him, Brian's trying to help Scott make sure he has to do as little thinking as possible, which sounds funny, but the more that he can eliminate and simplify for Scott, the faster and easier Scott's gonna be able to get these brick in the wall, and the more he should be able to get in there. So these guys are fun to watch. Looks like Scott came here to compete today. Holy cow. Okay, we'll keep watching them. We'll see guys separate more and more from the pack as we go with different techniques. Scott's frogging his mud all the way across, coming back and filling it in. That's pretty common. Okay, here's a close-up of what Brian's doing. Can't always see what he's inspecting. He's checking for chip brick. Any chips on the corners, on the edges that might have happened as they were being moved or palletized. You know, each company that supplies the brick is going to have their own QC and their inspectors, but as things get transported on trucks and things like that before they get to the job site, that's when we have imperfections like that happen. So it's important to inspect it before you install instead of throwing everything in. That's how you end up having to tear things out. So Brian knows how important that is. So he's checking for chip. He's checking for shiners. He's got everything in the set up in the orientation that his journeyman Scott is going to ask for. So we'll let them keep working. It's out of their hair. Here we have Trent Davies again with Pierce. It's his first time. He's about to close off his second row. He's got a modest lead going. He's had a lot of good pointers from his company he worked for. Pierce. And again, we got David with JH. He's working on his first course. He's got his leads done. This is David's first time competing. Okay. So I've been walking home. What's he looking for? Like I've been walking down. What's he looking for? Just don't get low. It's a habit. It's hard not to do that. So I'll try. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go down here. We'll take a look at this is stall number 6. We've got Wasatch Masonry in there. my first time having Jose out here, but he's got the idea. He's looking good. We think we'll get him back next year because he's definitely, each time you do it, you're a little more comfortable. So this is pretty impressive for his first time around. We're happy to have him out here and have the support for our industry and his guys. He's got some people here cheering him on, recording me, recording him, so we've got lots of footage. Let's see how many brick Jose can get in this wall. Zay, you get to go home and rest, man. Looking good, dude. What's up, Rob? Hey, so I hooked you guys up. I was like,
I know, dude. I appreciate you doing that.
I had to look for that. I was like, what do you think? Mom, do you have an order? He's like, oh, yeah, I have an order.
No, you didn't.
I'm like, where's your boss? He's like, okay. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about it because usually it's like, hey, I need some of this, and it's like, all right, we'll run over and grab some. And yeah, no, I'm glad you did. Because Michelle's coming in, she's like, and I said, I didn't know. And I'm like, I'm gonna end up needing a pallet of this shit because I got a wall I gotta extend 2 inches. Okay. No, I'll probably.
I gotta find out. But